Hello, my friends. Today, we're going to talk about failure recovery on the PMP exam. How do you recover from failure? Two big things you need to do to recover from failure. One, analyze the reasons for your failure on the exam. Okay? You want to backtrack and ask the question, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? What caused my failure on initiating, on planning, on executing? Whether you failed monitoring and controlling or closing, you want to analyze really close why this happened. Okay. So you analyze the reasons from a process group perspective, but you also want to analyze the reasons from a tactical perspective. How did you approach the exam? Perhaps you approached the exam the wrong way. Are there any final things that you did incorrectly? The aspect of sleep is huge. Sleep and rest of mind is big. You need to analyze those as well and ask the question, perhaps I just went for a bad course. Okay, you got to analyze all these reasons. Why did I fail? Was it the course I took? Maybe it had very poor content. Maybe I did not understand the intricacies of the PMBOK guide and the inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs. Maybe I just didn't. And if that's the case, then the next thing you need to do is to counteract each of these reasons. So, one is analyze, and two, you want to counteract the reasons. Okay? Be honest with yourself. Go back in your mind's eye, assess why you failed, and then counteract the reasons. So, as far as this is concerned, I can help you with a few. One, I will help you analyze this. Okay. Now, when I say I'll help you, understand that I'm sending you information to help yourself. So, I will give you a solution for free that will help you analyze the initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, and controlling, and closing, and what happened. Okay. As far as the tactical reasons, you have to be honest with yourself and look introspectively. Okay. As far as the course content, I can make a recommendation to help you with that. And as far as the PMBOK guide and knowing and understanding the inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs, I will give you a recommendation and something to help. So, when it comes to the tactical aspects and whether you had enough sleep, rest of mind, it's up to you. But I'm giving you 3 out of these 5 points to help you. Okay. First thing I would do if I were you is go to this website right here. Okay. This website that you can see on the screen, this link right here, if you go here, you will be able to access the PMP exam failure stamp out videos. I'm going to put a link below to this. Okay. If I haven't put a link below, by the time you're looking at it, just go to this link right here. You want to go to this link, and when you get on this page, download the report and go through it methodically. A lot of folks, they get to this page and they're trying to do everything in a hurry. No, you need to put aside at least 6 hours of your time, spend it going through the PMP exam videos that I have up here. They're free, they're totally free. This is my way of helping you. You do not need to pay a dime for this PMP exam failure stamp out. When you go there, print the report. So spend 6 hours, Watch the videos. Some of you might get done in less than 6 hours. Watch the videos, and then you want to print the report and use your exam result along with it. It's all on the page. Please don't send any emails asking questions. It's all been done for years. If you watch the videos, pay attention, you will understand what I'm trying to say here. All right. That's the first one I'm giving you. 6 hours of content to help you realign for free. Okay. Now, going back to the topic of the course content. If you went for a crummy course, nothing you do apart from closing the gaps and beefing up your game will help you. To beef up your game, I recommend two things, and it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, but I recommend two things. One, do a mini boot camp, and two, do an intermediate boot camp. The mini boot camp I'm recommending is right here. If you go to vimeo.com/on-demand/PMP power or PM power, PM power, note that. I'm going to try to put a link below as well. But if you go to vimeo.com/on-demand/PM power, you'll be able to sign up for this curriculum. Now, the original curriculum is about 4 hours long, but we've extended it to even up to 16 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Go on down there, sign up, watch the videos, take notes, and get into it. Get into it. Now, after you do that, you will begin to realize other gaps, other aspects that you may not have dug into previously. The next thing you need to do is one, do the CRISP Tech Camp. What is a CRISP Tech Camp? So after this mini boot camp right here, I am recommending that you take this 15-hour boot camp thereabouts. You can get it on vimeo.com/on-demand/PMP CRISP. I call it CRISP because it covers communications, resources, integration, stakeholder management, and procurement management. And from my calculation, this is going towards 60% of your exam. And the reason is integration in and of itself is a beast. It's 25% roughly of the exam. If I were you, I'll do this. Okay. This is me trying to help you because I know once the exam changes, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be all over the place. This is what you can do to help yourself if you know you haven't got enough information. It's a very detailed tech camp. Again, look at the intro video. Please do not send any questions about what it is. Go to the page, look at it. If you want to sign up, sign up. This is me trying to help you because I'm getting so many messages saying, hey, I'm in trouble. I failed. What should I do? So I thought I'd create this video to help anyone that has failed and is looking for a solution. If you have a solution you think that works to get you on track, that's fine. All I'm trying to do is help someone, okay? Next, after you've done the CRISP Tech Camp, you've put in 15 hours, I would recommend to get back on track, do the Iron Tech Camp. And to do the Iron Tech Camp, you need to go to this link, vimeo.com/on-demand PMP Exam Tech Camp. And here you'll be able to take the iron triangle aspects of schedule, cost, scope, risk, and quality. I would recommend for anyone who has failed and is saying they don't know what to do and they need a way forward, you got to do these things, okay? You got to close the gaps by first understanding why you failed, number one. Number two, go on this rapid 4-hour on-demand power review, I call it. And in this power review, we have other auxiliary modules that you can watch So even though I say 4 hours, it's really more, much more than 4 hours. After you have done that, you need to go do the crisp tech camp, get absorbed. Very important. You must take notes, my friend. You must take notes. Next, the vimeo.com on demand PMP Tech Camp, where you're going to take the Iron Tech Camp. Okay. So those are the points there. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is what I recommend. And on top of this, I would recommend further to take the PMI's infamous PMP mock exam. Okay? That is what I would recommend that you do after all of these. And I recommend that you take this till you get a 95%. Don't ask me how to get it. Please don't send me questions saying, how do I get the PMI mock? If you don't know, there's nothing I can do about that. I would say you got to take a realistic mock exam that puts you into the grime of it. And the best one in my mind is the PMP mock. Go on projectmanagement.com, ask around. This is not far-fetched because people are taking that mock exam still till today. So if you can't get it, there's nothing I can do. Don't send me messages about it. All right. This is what I have done to help someone. And I know some people will follow it and they'll kill the exam. And other people will keep trying to look for shortcuts. There is no shortcut to success other than putting in the time, the effort, and the energy. I don't care whatever anyone says about, oh, I didn't read the PMBOK guide and you don't need to do all this and that. People are different. You need to wake up and smell the coffee. We're all different. And this is why many people fail, because they are listening to idiots who think that because they pass the exam using a particular style, then anyone else can do it using that style. That is very stupid because we are all different. Many of us have learning disabilities. Many of us may seem to be functioning okay, but there are certain things, idiosyncrasies that we have that prevent us from doing what other people do. So for someone to just come and say, well, I passed the exam, therefore you can take the exam exactly as I did, it's dumb. Okay? The reason why I'm giving you these steps lined out like this is so that whatever the problem is, it will somewhat come to the surface somehow, and you'll be able to catch that before your next attempt. And that is why I'm giving you this multiplicity, this assortment of stuff. Okay? I know there will be naysayers who say, oh, don't do that. All you need to do is X, Y, Z. Well, let's see how those folks are able to pan out and help others. Typically, they give a very, very prescriptive approach that fails. So I'm not going to tell you don't read the PMBOK guide or just take one course. No, there are many things you need to think about. Okay. Now, to go a step further, there are some people who are going to be challenged until they have done the following, until they have mastered the maze on page 25. They will keep going around in circles. For this, I would recommend checking out my most recent video on the project management main line. It's right there on the channel. Go through the main line, draw along with me, follow the process. You still got time. You still got some time to end of 2020. Do these things I'm telling you, all right? You also need to read. Don't ask me how, but you also need to read to understanding those 49 processes in the PMBOK guide and the key ITTOs. You got to read them to understanding, okay? The next thing I want to recommend that you do is watch two videos that I recently put out. One of them is the rules for answering PMP questions. Okay? Watch the video. Learn from what Sonia, a previous student who passed the exam, shared with us. Watch part 2, which is 25 things to know for your PMP exam. Okay? Do these things, and it's going to help you. Within some of these videos, you hear me mentioning viewing physical or tangible copies of some of the outputs and things like that. These are things I recommend, my friends. Do these things, and this is the best I can give to advise you. It's a topic you don't see people tackling. In fact, I haven't seen topics giving you real solid advice about what to do if you failed. So I have a lot of videos about failing the exam because I feel your pain. But I know a lot of you do not act, or you keep being in question mode, questioning instead of taking action. Don't send me questions, take action. This is what you need to do, okay? 1, failure stamp out. 2, power review. 3, tech camp crisp. 4, tech camp iron. 5, take the PMP mock exam so you feel really comfortable and getting 95 plus. 6, you want to make sure you master page 25. 7, the PMBOK mainline that I have out there. I put it out very recently, late November, early December. Next, the 49 processes, the key definitions, the key ITTOs, understand them. Next, the rules for answering PMP questions, watch it. Next, the 25 things to know for the PMP exam, watch that. And last but not least, you want to make sure that as far as the ITTOs are concerned, you want to view tangible copies of this. You want to look at examples of this. Okay? That is the most that I can do, my friends. I hope this helps someone to analyze the reasons for failure and to take action. I'm looking for action, not for questions. Action.